Hi everybody, this is Dan Stolebarger. Welcome to this week's KFIR Middle East update. It's the week of July 1st. It's with a heavy heart that we give this report. As you know by now, the gunshots, the screams, the explosions that pierced the air last Tuesday in Istanbul has claimed the lives of 36 people as well as 147 that have been severely injured. And once again, ISIS is taking credit for this disaster. And then just yesterday morning, and I just label this speaking out. And by the way, I think it's very important that you go to our website and access the PowerPoint presentations because it comes along with pictures. And that's holygroundexplorations.com, and you click the blog button and you'll see this week's PDF PowerPoint. But back to this tragic event that's called speaking out. Somebody has to stand on the mountaintops and proclaim this. A 17-year-old Palestinian murdered a 13-year-old Israeli girl outside of Hebron. And Fatah, their official Facebook page, immediately posted his picture declaring him as a martyr, as a shaheed, the highest honor achievable in Islam, according to the Palestinian Authority. And then, of course, his mother told a local Hebron news network that her son was a hero and she couldn't be any prouder. He made me proud, she said. He died as a martyr defending Jerusalem and the Al-Aqsa Mosque. Praise be to Allah, Lord of the worlds. My son has joined the martyrs before him, and he is not going to be denied being in the presence of Allah, Allah willing, and Allah be praised. Again, some kind of hero, huh? Breaking in to the bedroom of a 13-year-old girl and stabbing her to death multiple times, and now he's a shaheed. Once again, I don't know if you've heard of this event in your local news. Netanyahu has come out saying the world has to hear this. So once again, heavy hearts this week. Israeli issues as we come to the end of Ramadan. There's incitement that's coming out of both Fatah as well as Hamas as well as Iran. From Iran, the quote, the third intifada will inflame Zionist regime's security and their lives. This was from the head of the Islamic Republic that was announced on Tuesday. The upcoming Intifada, the third, is an important opportunity for Palestine. They go on to say, you must endeavor to keep this stream alive, and God will help you on your path of Intifada until victory. I want you to understand what's coming up. We've already talked about, we know about Orlando, we know about Istanbul, and now it's coming to the end of Ramadan. But on July 1st, Ramadan ends June 30th. On July 1st, it's the International Al-Quds Day. And once again, this is the name that Palestinians use for Jerusalem. And they're claiming that this event will be when demonstrators express their solidarity with the Palestinian people in opposition to the occupation of Palestinian territories by the Zionist regime of Israel. So this has been a very bloody time of Ramadan. And now, what's up next? Al-Quds Day. Let's continue to pray for the peace of Jerusalem. And then, once again, with the new efforts towards a two-state solution, you can see in this picture under the headlines, Peace Partners with the question mark, the Palestinian leadership continues to incite violence against Israelis. As a senior Palestinian officer called to end Israeli lives in the most violent fashion possible, whenever you see an Israeli, slit their throat, declared Sultan Abu Alanin of Fatah's Central Committee and aide to the Palestinian Authority leader Mahmoud Abbas. And this was in an interview with a Palestinian newspaper just last Monday. Again, the threats, and not just the threats, the reality of what's taking place between, and let's call it by what it is, between radical Islam jihadists and the Judeo-Christian world. On a brighter note, Google and Facebook have decided to begin moderately censoring some of the extreme content from their sites. Again, many of these sleeper cells or whatever that have not been to Syria, they're incited by social media, and they're being indoctrinated into ISIS, Hamas, Al-Qaeda, should we go on, by watching videos on either YouTube or Facebook. And so it's not widely known, it's not a shouting for the rooftops, but it's good to see that some of the web's biggest destinations for these horrific videos, at least reality is setting in and there's censorship that's beginning to be involved. That's Facebook and Google, and a Twitter spokesman has said that his company is still evaluating and they've not yet taken a position. Well, I think it's time to make that decision, don't you? The UN, their help is being sought. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and the United Nations Secretary General Ban Ki-moon, they met with the families of Shaul, Golden, and Mengistu. They met in Jerusalem, and once again, all Israel's asking for is the return of these bodies. Netanyahu said Hamas is cruelly and illegally holding the remains of our soldiers and our citizens. And so whether Turkey can be a part of this because of their relationship with Hamas, but these people are sort of near and dear to us. We know we've been on the Golani basis with two of these guys, and we know the pain that the family is going through, so it's time. That's it for this week's YouTube aspect of this. I want you to see a couple of the photos here. You're going to see a finger with just a dot there. That is the world's smallest Bible, and it was given as a gift to the Secretary of the United Nations, Ban Ki-moon. And you'll see some of our quotable quotes. What does shalom mean in Hebrew? As you know, we've been including gleanings from our weekly Torah study as well. So with that, lots to pray for this week. Burdens that only the Lord can carry, and we have to lift them upon Him. We need to be available to be used in this day, like the sons of Issachar, understanding the times and knowing what believers should be doing. So with that, God bless you and shalom.